Namaste all. Welcome to today's English class. Today I'm going to take a very beautiful poem by a very famous author. And the name of the poem is The Road Not Taken and the author is Robert Frost. Now when we talk about the author, Robert Frost, he is an American poet initially, but most of his work was published in England. He often depicts the rural life of the ordinary man in most of his work. Now, let's move on to the poem. Please listen. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry, I could not travel both. And be one traveler, long I stood, and looked down, one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear, though as for that, the passing there had worn them really about the same. And both that morning equally lay, in leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. I shall be telling this with the sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence, two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less travelled by, and that has made all the difference. By Robert Frost. So this is a beautiful poem that depicts the rural life and of course the choices that we have to make in our life. So in the first stanza, as you can see, two roads diverged in a yellow wood. So you can see that two roads are diverged. It is divided into the yellow woods. The word yellow woods means, wood means forest and yellow means the autumn season, that depicted the autumn season. That is, during autumn season, the leaves change its color into yellow and the whole forest will turn into yellow. Then, and sorry I could not travel both. And the author is sorry. The author is telling that I'm sorry that I could not take both the ways. And be one traveler, I stood and looked down as far as I could. So being a traveler, as all the travelers do, he is standing between the ways, between the divided ways, and he is looking for looking as far as he could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. To where it bent means where the road leads to. So he also want to learn about the consequences. Then took the other just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear, though as for that the passing there had worn them really about the same. So he is telling that then took the other just as fair. So he took the road that is fair. Which one is the fair one? And having perhaps the better claim. So he is taking the road which he feels that is fair one. So when we judge or when we take a decision or when we decide, when times come when we have to take an option, we will definitely take the one which is fair for us, which we feel fair. So in the same way, the traveler is also picking the way that he feels fair one, because it was grassy and wanted wear. So the way that he is going to take is grassy and it wanted wear. Wear means nobody has traveled that way long. So it was very grassy, had worn them about the same. So he's thinking that most of the travelers would have thought in the same way. And both that morning equally lay, in leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for the another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I could ever come back. So in this stanza, he's telling that he has decided to take a way which is not taken by most of the travelers, and he is believing that one day he could come back and he could travel the other way also, that he had not chosen. So he is telling that he is not sure that he could come back, but again he is believing that he could travel the other way also. Now the last stanza, I shall be telling this with a sigh. Somewhere ages and ages hence, two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by that has made all the difference. So he's telling that he has taken the road which is less traveled, and that is the thing that makes the whole difference. So the decisions what we take makes the difference. The decisions that we take make the difference in our life, in our perspective, in our vision, in our future. Everything makes the difference. So the whole poem depicts the choices that we have to make, the options that we have to make in our life. So that was for today. Let's call it a day. Thank you.